Welcome to Business Analysis Techniques. This is our summer 2014 quarter. I'm Diana Block. I'm going to be your online instructor for this class. And I want to get started by, first of all, covering some important items about the class. So the first thing I want to get out of the way is our late policy. Late work is accepted in this class, but only 3 days after the due date. So, as usual, all the work is due by Sunday night for the week. If you turn it in Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday after the due date, you will get half credit. So, hopefully you're going to submit everything on time and everything will go smoothly this quarter. But in the event that something does happen that prevents you from submitting your work on time, you do have a 3-day grace period each week in which you could submit late work for partial credit. So I wanted to cover that up front so that everyone knows how late work will be handled in the class. So this class, you're going to have a lot of reading. You're going to have discussion. You're going to have weekly assignments as well as some quizzes and comprehensive problems. Let's start off by just talking about what's going to be expected in Unit 1. In Unit 1, you're going to read Chapter 1 of your textbook. And I do have attached here the PowerPoints that go along with Chapter 1. So Chapter 1 is going to introduce you to quantitative analysis, or otherwise called decision sciences. And we're going to explore in this class various decision-making tools to help businesses make better, more efficient, optimal decisions. So the first week, we're going to practice using some of the tools that we're going to learn more about later. So let me go ahead and just grab the assignment and show you that. You're going to have this assignment file, so go ahead and download that. And here it is. Here's that assignment file. So notice that you've got 4 problems here. This first week you've got problems 1 through 4. Each problem is on a separate tab. Oh, you need to be able to edit. Click Enable Editing. Excuse me, and then you can click on all 4 of the problems. So on this first problem, you're going to enter a formula in Excel. So this is just some practice using Excel to enter a formula, because you're going to enter lots of formulas in this quarter. So the instructions for the problem are here at the top in the blue area. It tells you the information for the problem we're trying to solve. And so what you're going to do here is fill in the fixed costs that are given in the blue area above, fill in the variable costs, fill in the selling price that's given. Then you'll write a formula for break-even point. Now you're going to read about break-even point and the profit formula in Chapter 1, and it's also covered in the PowerPoint for Chapter 1. So I'm just going to skip ahead, but I know you're going to read the whole thing. The PowerPoint slide number 25 is where you will actually find the formula. So it is there. And you're going to write that into the proper Excel format so that it will calculate break-even point for you. Excuse me, I don't know why my throat is giving me so many problems today. So that was problem 1. You're going to fill in the information given and then calculate break-even point. On problem 2, you're going to put a formula for profit. You've got the blue information here that provides you the instructions and information for the problem. As you can see, some of the information is already filled in. So you're going to enter a formula to calculate profit. And again, profit formula is covered in Chapter 1, and it is also in the slides. It's covered here in slides 21 and 22, so that information is definitely available. You're going to read through all of that before you start the problem. So that's what you will do for Part A of Problem 2. Then on Problem B, it tells you to use Goal Seek to determine how many units to get a specific profit amount. So you're going to, in a separate cell, use the Goal Seek formula. So again, Goal Seek you probably have never heard of, but you're going to read about it as you read Chapter 1. And you're going to see the information about it also in the Chapter 1 PowerPoint. So this is going to be a new tool for most of you that you will find out about as you read through Chapter 1. And this PowerPoint slide, slide 34, actually shows you how to find goal seek. So you take the Data tab, go to What If Analysis, and then select Goal Seek. And I'm just going to open it in Excel. It'll be easier for you to see on this video. So I go to the Data tab, What If Analysis, select Goal Seek. And so we're wanting to set a certain cell, which in this case is going to be right here. Or I'm sorry, it's going to be the profit cell. So whatever cell that is. And we want to change it to a specific value. And it tells you up here what we want to change the value to. In this case, we want to change the profit to $10,000 by changing a specific cell. And so what we want to change, what's our changing cell, is the number of units sold. So you're going to have to read through this. You won't be able to just skip ahead and do it based off the video. I'm just giving you some things to look for so that when you get to it, you'll know what you're supposed to be doing. But you're going to enter goal seek, the profit you're trying to reach, and how you're trying to reach it. And using the formula that you entered for profit, you're going to let goal seek tell you how many units you would need to sell to get to that specific profit. So that's a new tool. You're going to read about it in the chapter. You're going to see the demonstration in the PowerPoint, and then you'll use that tool to do part B of this problem. Like I said, this first chapter, we're just doing some simple problems to test out some tools we'll learn more about later. So if it's confusing, it's new, that's okay. We're just making sure you know where to find these things so that when we study them more later, you'll be able to go right to them. So on this third problem, we're testing the analysis tool pack. And so in order to get to the analysis tool pack, again, you're going to read the information and you're going to review the PowerPoint. And all of that information will be explained as far as how to get to the analysis tool pack. I already have it here under data analysis, so I'm just showing you what it will look like when you get done. And then you go to regression analysis, and then it asks for the Y input range, and then it also asks for the X input range, and then you will click OK. And then you will get the results on a separate sheet that we're looking for. We're going to talk later about what those results mean. We just want to make sure you can use the tool. So you're just going to, when you get to problem 3, follow the instructions here and do this regression analysis just to make sure you can use the tool. With this problem 4, we're going to test Solver, which you notice I have Solver already installed in my Excel also. So you're going to read about this in the book. You're going to review the PowerPoints. And then once you have the Solver plugin set up on your Excel package, you're going to just follow these instructions that are in blue. And it tells you go to Data, that's up here, and then Solver. And it tells you to enter something in the set objective box. Tells you what to do. Tells you to check this max radio button, and tells you what to enter in the by changing variable cells box. Then it tells you to solve. So you're just going to follow these instructions just to make sure that you have the tool installed properly. So when you follow these instructions correctly, it is going to change some of the figures here. And again, we're going to talk later in the course about what this means and how this tool is helping you. But this first week, we're just testing out several of the tools to make sure you have your Excel set up correctly and you have all the tools that we're going to need. So those are the 4 problems that we are working for Unit 1, and they're just kind of test problems, all of them. You're also going to have discussion, so please participate in the discussion each week. Make sure that you provide a main post that fully addresses all areas of the discussion question, and give at least 2 meaningful responses to your classmates. So meaningful responses means that you're going to add to the discussion more than just I agree or I disagree or great post. It has to be something more than any of those, something that's actually giving information or asking additional questions to add to the discussion. So week 1, you've got discussion, you've got an assignment, no quizzes. Later in the course we will have quizzes. So your assignment this week is to read Chapter 1, review the Chapter 1 PowerPoint, participate in the discussion, complete the Unit 1 assignment that contains 4 problems. Now, if you have any problems installing Solver and Analysis Tool Pack, there are some additional resources down here that I highly recommend you take advantage of. There's a video that's going to walk you through how to install Solver and how to install the Analysis Tool Pack. And there's also an article from Microsoft about those topics. If you've never used those tools before, they are probably not activated in your Excel, but it's a standard part of the Excel package. So you have it, it's just not showing there. This video will show you how to make those additional tools show up in your toolbar. And it'll walk you through that step by step. My contact information is in the instructor area. You can send me an email anytime. I'll always respond to you within 24 hours, but I'm at my computer all the time, so most likely it'll be within a couple of hours that you'll get a response back. I'm also available during office hours for immediate responses. My office hours are posted in the instructor area as well. So again, I want to welcome you to the class. I hope that you learned some things that are brand new to you that you can use right away in your career or even your personal life. And I encourage your feedback in the discussion area and any other way that you choose to give it. You can always send me emails with feedback or questions if you so choose. So I look forward to talking with you the rest of the quarter, and have a great week 1.